Hey everybody, it's time for another Octagon tournament. Just started. This is the first round. Looks like I'm playing against Stark Fealty, and I've brought the Martell Wolf deck again that I streamed a few days ago. This is pretty rock solid setup, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. Got a little bit of money. At least one character who's 4 or above, so he'll survive first snow. So this is really a nice setup all around here. And Octagon was recently updated, and some people weren't too happy about it. There's a lot more automation now, but it lets you choose whether you want to use the automation or continue to do things manually. So I'm going to do things manually for now because I haven't had enough time to play around with the automation. But I did notice that the manual version is also a little different than it used to be, so hopefully we don't have too many problems here. Looks like my opponent has mulliganed and just set up 2 cards, so that's pretty brutal. We'll see if he can make a game of it despite the poor setup. He's got... man, that's really rough. Just Blackfish, so his ass is about to get marched. I have got more economy, a couple kill events, and a Gaston, so I'm really in great shape here. Is there any reason for me not to march? I can't think of any. This seems really obvious. So like I said, first game of the Octagon tournament, I'm actually defending my title. If you didn't know, I won the last tournament, which had, I think, about 170 players. And you can check out those games on this channel as well. Alright, so I'm going to play first here. And we'll have March go first, which will also cut down the amount of gold he's going to count here. And then we'll both draw a couple cards and get rolling here. I should mention again, if you didn't watch the last video that I played with this deck, that I built it with Luke Wortley from White Book. I almost said 2 champs and a chump. So you can check out that article. It's been tweaked a fair bit since then. I've gone to a bit of a different plot deck. It's got multiple resets and just a lot of board attrition. What do I want to do here? I don't really have any characters that I can afford to marshal, unfortunately. And I also don't have any intrigue icons, so that's a bummer. But I do have Gaston and a military icon and a red vengeance, so let's just stick with that plan. And do I just stop there? Guess I can play the Chud. Sure. We'll do that. Would have been really nice to have a green blood trader so that I could potentially pull off the tiers as well. But you can't get everything you want. I'm really not complaining about this start. Next turn, can potentially go building orders and grab another Gaston after I pop this one. Maybe first snow, depending on what he marshals. We'll see. So what do I have to worry about in Stark Fealty? Well, Winterfell is pretty good at shutting down some of my shenanigans, as well as Corset Catelyn. Ooh, there she is. So next turn my goal is going to be a Tainted and Tears on her. And he just played Catelyn for free with Fealty and the King's Road, so he still has 6 gold. This game is not over yet. And he's got another King's Road. So he could still get out several characters here. I'm guessing he won't make the mistake of attacking with Catelyn. So I'm going to have to eat through her dupe for claim. If he attacks with her, I'm certainly bouncing her with Gaston, just to clear that dupe and make it easier for me to attack the rest of his board. Oh, that's really obnoxious. Yeah, that's a problem. My attachment control in this deck is 2 Rattleshirts Raiders, so hopefully I can find one of them ASAP. I found a lot of Stark decks are running maybe 1 Frozen Solid. Mostly for this matchup. It's kind of a dead card against Lannister, and Lannister's about 30 to 40% of the meta right now, but Martell's been strong lately, and Frozen Solid really does bone Gaston Grey here. Then he's going to ward my Bran Stark, which is also quite obnoxious. So I could really use a Rattleshirts. That is all his gold, however, I believe. And he does not have a military icon, so he's not going to hit me for a military challenge that I can throw back at him, which is unfortunate. It's down to 4 cards in hand, so do I consider using this on Intrigue? Maybe. Ah, boy. If I go military, is he going to just kill my Bran? And if so, am I okay with that? I only run 2, so the odds of me drawing another one aren't that high. And there aren't too many events in Stark that I'm really all that worried about. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, he's gonna kill my Bran. And then, do I even want to do a power challenge? I guess so. I'll go ahead and activate this guy before I forget. And we'll pass challenges over to him. Yeah, I think I go ahead and do this. I really hate to, though. If I let it through, I really don't want to lose Eddard. But I guess if I do, it's not the end of the world, as long as I can draw some more characters. And I'm thinking maybe I go close call next turn. It's looking likely. So I'll have a little bit of draw, hopefully. I do have the gold now, though. Oh, you know what? I can't even do it anyways, because of Catelyn. I spent all that time thinking about it for nothing. I wish he had just pointed that out. Alright. So I am up on power a little bit, but he's got a duped Catelyn and a frozen solid on my Gaston Gray. And we're even on cards at 4. Did I do the end turn thing, or did he do that? I tried to do it. I don't know if it worked. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I'm going close call, I said. I don't think anything else makes sense. Ooh. Heads on spikes is gonna hit something here. Interestingly, if he chooses me as first player, which he does not, okay. So he should have my plot go first here. Otherwise, if his goes and hits Eddard, I can just move him out of the dead pile, so. Alright, so my plot is going first, so I move Bran over there. And draw a card. And then random discard a Tainted, which I wanted to throw on Catelyn this round. And it's the only one in the deck. Alright, so he doesn't get any power. And then we're on to draw phase. And I get the Rattle Shirts. The question is, can I afford the Rattle Shirts? I'll have 7 gold. King's Road will take me up to 9. So yeah, I can play Nymeria and the Rattle Shirts and have 1 gold left over for Vengeance. So this might be alright. Let's see how many characters he can marshal. Down to just 5 cards in hand, so at best he's probably getting out 2 characters this round. And if he plays more than 2, they're probably small, so I can hit him with the first snow next turn. So 5, Jon Snow. Alright, that's not bad at all. His board's so small he's not going to want to sacrifice anybody, so Jon's kind of a blank monocon there. He's got the 3rd King's Road, so he's on down to just 2 cards in hand. Don't mind seeing that. So what to do about Catelyn here? I can take away our intrigue icon and hit her with the tears. Let's go this guy and this guy. And then I pay 1 for Nymeria. That seems right. And then I'll pay 1, 2, 3, 4 for Rattle Shirts. And let's see if he's got an action before I use Nymeria to strip the intrigue icon. Go ahead and do the Tourney Grounds as well. So I'm 1 gold short of being able to afford Tears and Vengeance. And the Kennel Master is also essentially blank right now because he doesn't have any wolves or any wolf attachments. Catelyn's attacking. That's interesting. Do I just chump block this? Would I rather have that guy to swing back? I guess we'll let that go unopposed. I guess whether he attacks or defends with Catelyn, it's roughly the same. Is there any risk for you to letting this go unopposed? He doesn't have any gold left, so I don't think there is. Question is, am I going to bounce claim back at him? He would just lose the dupe in that case. Or would I rather just use Tears? I think we just use Tears on Jon Snow. Do I need to send them both? I guess I do, because otherwise he can defend. So yeah, we'll go with both. Just to be sure. Alright, and we're gonna ditch the frozen solid. Alright, he doesn't use the dupe. And then I'll do an intrigue with Nymeria. And we'll have him down to 1 card in hand and just the Catelyn. forgot an unopposed power on the military a second ago. Oh well. And now I'm frozen. There we go. I guess he can sacrifice Jon Snow to stand Catelyn and defend this. He may as well. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so he wins the power challenge. And then I'll take Dom. Alright, we're moving along here. So building orders is a possibility. Really, I don't have anything else great. I could go first Snow, just so if he draws into anything cheap, it won't be there. Or I could go trading, since his hand is so small anyways. This probably wouldn't be a bad turn to do it. Kind of like first Snow, because I still have enough gold for Eddard, but I'd be one short of being able to play Vengeance. So let's go trading here. Hopefully I draw into something useful. A green blood trader would be really nice here. Oh, another heads on spikes. Jesus. Alright, so Eddard is probably a goner. And then I bet you I draw into 2 cheap cards that cost me a total of like 3 gold or something. Alright, I didn't lose Eddard. So no power gain there. Hey, what did I tell you? 3 gold. I did get a trader though, which is exactly what I wanted. Because that should be able to get me something else useful. Alright, so let's go there first. And see what I can find. A sword looks pretty tasty. I think I need that a little more than Aerial right now. Alright, so I can actually empty my hand here. Gone is free, and then Eddard. And that'll be that. Plenty of gold left for a sword. Got Gaston, so he basically can't attack me. does have plenty of gold to play whatever is in his hand, but it's only 3 cards. Unfortunately, it looks like he's drawn, what is that, 5 limited cards already? That's not really what you want to see. Yeah, this has just been a really good draw for me and a not very good draw for my opponent. He's got Lady, but I'm not sure how much good that's going to do him. I'm not going to have a hand anyways. What plot are we on? This guy doesn't start working until next turn? Yeah. And I'm just going to discard that Lady with my rattle shirts, so... I guess maybe he figured it was gone either way. Rattle Shirts Raiders are so freaking good right now. I'm running 2 of them and no confiscations and basically all my plot decks. Shit, I totally forgot the sword. Man, god damn it. In that case... what do I do? I'm such a noob. I could have just killed Catelyn right there. I got ahead of myself with Eddard's ability. I was so excited to use that because I haven't done that too many times yet. Honestly, I don't think it's going to make a huge difference here, but it could. Now I have to strip the intrigue icon. He's just going to defend anyways, so I'll still have the sword for next turn. And I believe his hand is empty. So there's no reason to ask if he has any challenges, because I know he doesn't have any tricks up his sleeve. So I'm going first snow all the way here. I'll have a 4-to-1 advantage. Oh, whoops. I guess I should do that thing first. Did that work? Okay. Trying to do things properly here. Show me my plots. Why would I ever want to look at the top X of my plot deck? Alright. So these guys over here are going to bounce. And I'm totally just going to ricken the hell out of that. think that might be the first time I've used Rickon. Alright, so I draw a couple of 6 costers, which it looks like I can't afford. Yep. So that's unfortunate. But I think they'll be alright. We'll see if he drew into anything that can make it through for snow. Really deserves to, with the way his luck has been so far. But even if he gets somebody out, I'm going to sword one and kill the other for claim. Alright. Chud's bounce. And honestly, that should about do it. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll probably cut this recording short here. As always, feel free to subscribe if you enjoyed this. And I have the deck list linked in the description of the video. So check that out. Let me know what you think. Thanks, guys.